Well, hello, boys and girls. I hope everybody's doing well out there today. Hope you're all having your rum o'clocks and nap o'clocks like I have been. Um, Getting several naps in through the trade deadline, I was 17 naps short of my quota for the week, and I had to go through like just a nap marathon sort of thing, which I have accomplished. So that was, I had to grind it out, but I got her done. And yeah, now I'm about short, which I'm pretty sure I should be able to catch up with at work in the next couple days. So it's going well. Um, the Oh yes, the you guys have been asking if I got the lubed sprinklers set up. We have 4 more to go. We've got 10 installed in the basement here, but they should be done probably by the next lube twister competition. If you have not been part of the twister phenomenon, go to my website at my NHL Pearls of Wisdom on YouTube, and we'll give you much more information and an ongoing commentary on what is going on with that and who the winners are and so on. So we are on to the Vancouver Canucks post-trade deadline extravaganza. I guess. I have a fellow that's in this industry, and he told me that I need to have more passion. So I'm going to do things like this now. You gotta have the hands going. Right. Okay. Vancouver Canucks. Trade deadline. Hey, Benning has been taking a lot of flack for a lot of the things that have been happening with Vancouver, being called many things. Let's just call it a poor GM to leave it on the PG. And I thought it was rather odd. I didn't know much about Benning, but I have to admit his decision seemed rather odd, and even the previous general manager as well. I started to think that I think this is more of an ownership problem than it is a management problem. I think ownership really needs to get their head out of everything. They got to get themselves out of the operations aspect of running the Vancouver Canucks. And I know that's extremely hard to do because you've made a lot of money, you've invested a lot of money and what have you, but you hired people to do a job, let them do a job. You need to rebuild, and by the looks of what he did at the trade deadline, he knows what he's doing. Picking up Darlene for Burrows was beautiful. That was really an awesome trade. And I don't know if it's an identification thing, but it seems that Ottawa is putting a lot of stock into players that are from the Ottawa area because they don't have a lot of money. So Murray is thinking, if I get people that are happy to be here, want to be here, they're close to home, I should be able to sign them for less. And he's giving up pretty good prospects to accomplish that, to get those kind of people. Zibanejad for Brassard was really a bad trade, but Brassard's from the area. So I don't know if Benning came up and realized, hey, let's try Ottawa because we know that Burrows would be very happy there. His parents are close, and they might be able to give us the best return. If he did, then kudos to you for that, because that's exactly what you got. You got max return for a guy who has been a borderline pretty much a third line player for you. A good hard-working player that can put up some decent points, but getting a second like Darlene for him was exceptional. And then he turns around, and I love Hansen, love him. I really do. He's been fantastic for that organization, and it's hard to see him go. But to get Goldobin and a fourth, I think it was, for Hansen, who is a tweener, second, third liner, a freaking awesome one, but still that's what he is, was excellent return. Now that being said, I am not a fan of Goldobin. He's too much of a perimeter player. He hasn't really progressed in that area much. Yes, he has put up some decent points in the A, but he hopefully their development team can do something to get him to have a more of an NHL game, or he could be in trouble. That being said, he's got enough skill level to put up some decent points in the A. He was a first round pick, and you are giving up a tweener second and third. I would probably make this deal and hope that my development team can help him get to where he needs to be. A guy who he reminds me of but doesn't have the same talent as is Eberle. Eberle plays the same kind of game, but he's got this max skill level that gets him by and give you 50, 60 points. If Eberle were to play a much more in the paint game, you know, he doesn't have to be like in front of the net grinding it out all the time, but he has to get to those dirty areas somehow, like I say a Marner does. He could probably easily be a point-a-game player. Goldobin is like that, but he doesn't have the talent of Eberle. So that is dangerous, because if he's not going to be able to fill much of a role if he's not scoring. So for Goldobin, he's got to learn how to play when he's not scoring, and he's not there yet and probably won't be there for a while. But it was an excellent pickup nonetheless. Compared to what was being picked, like Vanek went for a third, and McElrath, like that was as far as I'm concerned for Detroit, I was very surprised. That was a terrible trade, but Vancouver did excellent for what they did. I almost say that they won, but I still got to go with Washington, because Washington could honestly win a cup with that pickup of Shattenkirk. Anyways, that seems like my full 42 to me. Let's see if I got. No, that's all I got. It's 42. I'm pretty sure. Can't find any more. Yeah, that's it. It's my full 42 for today, guys. Have a great day, Vancouver fans. Lots of love to you.